Okay guys, I forgot to start videotaping before I started whipping. So, here's what it looks like for now. I'm going to continue whipping it and get back to you when I think it's ready and show you the texture. So let's go. Alright guys, I think we're about done here. So this is what it looks like. It's going to be about the texture, I don't know if you can see that, of Cool Whip or whipped cream. So maybe a little lighter than Cool Whip, but pretty much melts on contact with your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this in the jars. I like to use these jars at home. These ones I sell. And again, as I told you in the first video, just had this sample jar that someone gave me. And so I'm going to use that. And I'll get back to you when I filled these jars. Okay, I was filling these and it occurred to me that I do have one more step that I do while I'm filling them. Obviously it's whipped, it's kind of firm, but it's also fluffy. So it's not obviously going to fill up the jar on its own. So I do take it and I'll hit it on, if I'm using glass, on a softer surface so I don't break the glass. And just pound it down in there, shake it down in there. So basically, it'll get fairly flat and it'll start to fill up the bottom of the container better. And then I'll add more into it. Let's see again in the clear glass. Oops, sorry. And it just fills up the bottom better that way. And then I'll scoop more in and shake it down again, scoop more in, shake it down until I'm almost up to the brim. I usually fill it up to about the neck. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright guys, so here's our finished product. I did use the small spatula to clean up the edges and make it nice and smooth on top. Can't do that quite so well with this little tiny container. It's literally about an inch wide from edge to edge. Literally, it's tiny. I'm going to throw this one in my diaper bag after it's set up. It does take about 10 to 15 minutes to set up after you've put it in here. It took 4 hours sitting out on my counter. 4 hours to set up to the point where I could whip it. I generally start this project when I have some time where I can just walk away, do something else, go grocery shopping, do something, so I don't sit there and just watch it. But it did take approximately 4 hours for it to set up on the kitchen counter. Now, if you wanted to throw it in the fridge, it will cut down the time significantly. It'll cut it down probably to 2 hours or so. I did put some in the fridge to test out for a lotion bar and see how that does as a bar. And that set up in about 2 hours. So this is the finished product. All I have to do is put my lids on. They're ready to go for me to sell or give away or use myself. This one in particular, I'm just going to leave the lid off because I'm just going to put it in my bathroom and leave it there for guests. So we will see you next video. Enjoy, have fun, and be well.